Another night, another blown lead, another fourth quarter meltdown. I'm just not surprised anymore. I'm just not surprised anymore. Now, give Minnesota credit. They're the best team in the West right now. But oh my gosh, Heats, you gotta close the game. This Heat team cannot do it. They just can't do it. I shouldn't say most of the games when we had a huge lead, we end up blowing it. And majority of the time, we lose it in the fourth quarter alone. And it's not fun anymore. It just isn't. It's absolutely frustrating. It's humiliating. It's a big problem that Spoelstra and the front office has to attack, because it just keeps happening over and over and over and over again. Now, I was going to save this recap for tomorrow because I am just incredibly exhausted. And believe me, I will with the Florida Panthers, because that one has deserved more time to talk about in a negative way. This game, I'm just gonna get this out of the way tonight, and then we'll continue talking in the morning or somewhere like there. All right, so it's Minnesota Timberwolves, the best team in the West, taking on the Miami Heat, who Minnesota just owns. And we're going to start with Minnesota because they are the road team. And we're going to start with Jaden McDaniels, who has 10 points, 5 for 10 in field goals. He has 5 rebounds, 2 assists. I think at that point he was fouled out. He actually fouled out in the game, still couldn't do much. Rudy Gobert with 9 points. He has 16 rebounds, so definitely more of a defense player, and it shows because Rudy Gobert is 7'1", 7'1", along with the next guy, Karl Anthony Towns, who is 7'0". But Karl Anthony Towns scored 18 points with one three-pointer, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Mike Conley with 12 points, 4 3-pointers, just dominated outside the paint. 1 rebound, 6 assists, and a steal. But the killer is Anthony Edwards. 32 points, 2 for 9 in 3-pointers, 4 for 4 free throws, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Oh, did I mention that he's only 6'4"? There's a height advantage with this team. Jaden McDaniels is 6'9" or 6'10". The other two is either 7'1" or 7 foot. So nowhere even close having a height advantage. Nowhere even close. Oh, and of course the unlikely player who dominated in the fourth quarter, Nas Reed, who's 6'9", by the way. For Miami, Caleb Martin just scoring 2 points, just absolute quiet, messy offensive night for him. He has 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Kevin Love, 9 points. All 3 of those were 3-pointers. Definitely nice. 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Jimmy Butler with 15 points. He has a 3-pointer. And missing the other 2 that could have helped us get back within or tie it up or something like that. 5 rebounds, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for Jimmy Butler as well. Bam Adebayo, welcome back, Bam Adebayo. 2 players returning for this Minnesota team. Bam Adebayo from the hip contusion, and Tyler Herro with the sprained ankle. Bam Adebayo came back with 22 points, 6 rebounds, quiet rebound night defensively. I mean, of course, when you're going up against 2 7-footers, there's no way you can compete against it. But he does have 6 assists as well, and a steal and a block. 22 points as well. And also coming back, Tyler Herro. Welcome back, Tyler Herro. He has 25 points, plus a 3-pointer, 10 for 18 in the field goals, 4 for 4 in free throws, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Off the bench, Duncan Robinson scoring 4 3-pointers, continue making the history. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Josh Richardson with 13 points with 2 3-pointers, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Jaime Jaquez, 8 points. Yeah, unfortunately, the double-digit streak has ended. You got to give credit to Jaime Jaquez. What a run that he had. 13 straight double-digit games as a rookie. That nearly comes up closer to Dwayne Wade from 2003. So, Jaquez, congrats. Congrats for making this far. Just amazing stuff by Jaquez. 2 more points would have continued that streak, but sometimes all good things must come to an end. But he does, however, have three field goals, 2 free throws, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals, and 2 blocks. And both those blocks came against the big man. I think it was Gobert. I could be wrong. All right, so enough of the box score. The first quarter, I thought the Heat had a better quarter. Bam Adebayo makes the first point with that dunk off the Caleb Martin assist. Welcome back, Bam Adebayo. Then Minnesota goes up a couple of points, takes the lead a little bit with Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels. Tyler Herro, welcome back him, ties the game up. Okay, no surprise there. And then Tyler Herro follows up with the floater that gets ahead. So now it became a back and forth between them, Caleb Martin, Tyler Herro, Jaden McDaniels, Karl Anthony Towns, and Rudy Gobert. Then Jimmy Butler makes a pull-up shot, and the Heat went on this run, 22-10 at this point. So now Minnesota is now making shots in with Kyle Anderson, Anthony Edwards, Naz Reid with the free throws, Jimmy Butler, Karl Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler and 1. That's nice there. All right, so then at the end, the first quarter score would be 33-22 after the Naz Reid layup. So there's that. Second quarter, closer second quarter. Then you realize Jaime Jaquez, 6 foot to go back in. Jaime Jaquez, the only Heat in this season to play every game so far, and he's still doing it. So there's that. Troy Brown with the 3-pointer, Bam Adebayo with the alley-oop dunk. What a monster dunk that was by Bam. Nice dunk, absolutely. Free throws, Kyle Anderson. Duncan Robinson with a 3-pointer, just keeps draining threes. And Duncan Robinson with yet another 3 that get us ahead by 17. 17-point advantage there. And this timeout, that will get Minnesota a little bit of a run. Now we're up by 10. And, the Heat continue to still be consistent for the most part. Then it'll be a shooting foul, and there will be free throws. A little bit later on, there was a situation with a offensive foul. Now shots were made. Tyler Herro with those 3-point shots. Continues to go on that run, still up by 17. And then we get to this point near the end of the second quarter when Minnesota had the ball. Kyle Anderson with the offensive foul, and it looked like, was it? I forgot who it was. It might have been either Herro or Jaquez with the left arm hanging on Anderson, but Anderson's elbow just hits him up in the chin area, and he gets called for an offensive foul. Chris Finch, who is a head coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves, gets teed up. He just erupted in frustration, anger, and Jimmy Butler makes that technical shot. We end the third quarter 66-54. That's up by 12. Third quarter, a little bit low scoring, but Bam making the shots. The dunk once more. Conley with the pull-up shot. Goldbeard with the dunk as well. Kevin Love with now draining threes. So it keeps happening, and then Minnesota would get closer and closer and closer, and they go on this little run. But Jimmy Butler trying to get back up within. But Minnesota knows how to make the defensive stops, knows how to put up the points in. Bam Adebayo with the 13-pointer free throw was good and not good. And then there was a buzz beater by Anthony Edwards, which would end the third quarter 83-77. And then Naz Reid, Anthony Edwards just takes over the fourth quarter. And they would eventually take this lead. We're trying to hold on to the lead as best we could, and we just couldn't. Mike Conley would put up that three-pointer to put them ahead, and we never took the lead ever again. Now, I would say Minnesota's a good team, but my gosh, Heat, all the time with this, all the freaking time this season, it just continues to happen over and over again. Now, the Heat tried to make the comeback, and they did. And they actually did. Now, Josh Richardson would make that clutch three, which would actually get them up ahead. So I do apologize for making that error statement saying they never took the lead again. It's that point on 94-93 that they would not take the lead again in this game. They would tie it up a couple of times, but they just were not able to. And every time they get close, Minnesota responds. It's always Anthony Edwards making those shots in. Tyler Herro's trying, and Bam Adebayo, both of them were trying, especially and also with Josh Richardson. They were trying. Then we were down by 2 at this point. Jimmy Butler with the basketball, and then he freaking misses, and then that's it. Now we're down by 4. We just can't do it. A hook shot by Bam, and then they take a while to foul, and then you know the rest. We just couldn't do it. 112-108 is the final score for Minnesota. 20-5 to start the year. I mean, 25 games in, and they're just dominating. Minnesota's just dominating. I've never seen a Minnesota team like these before. If there's ever a care for Minnesota Timberwolves for Minnesota sports, it's right now. It's right now. The Vikings are inconsistent, I'm sorry to say. Minnesota Wild is, Twins are a good baseball team. They finally pulled off that playoff L streak, trying to get a playoff series win, and they did that. And the Minnesota Wild is still trying to find their identity. And now the Timberwolves right now are just flat out dominating. They have the height advantage. They have the shooters. They have Anthony Edwards that just continues to polarize the league. He has 32 points tonight. I said it earlier. The field goal percentage, of course, Minnesota. 3-point percentage, Minnesota barely. They were just a flat-out better team. But the Heat were also a good team in the first half, and we still blew the lead. Just absolutely frustrating. Absolutely frustrating. 17-point lead, we blew it all. And all that happened in the fourth quarter as well. There needs to be a change with the fourth quarter strategies, because whatever strategy that they're planning with the fourth quarters, it's not working. And it's never going to work again if this keeps happening. Because it is going to continue to happen, and it's going to be even more frustrating because the fact that when we're trying to close the game in a critical fashion, it has to be right now. Now with this loss alone, it's still the same as he can't beat a good team. Well, we can beat the good team. Problem is, we beat ourselves up. Oh, and not to mention, we got the Orlando Magic on Wednesday, who are just the Magic is in a whole different level than I normally see them play. Now they're on the losing streak, but they were winning 9 straight games before. That is, I believe that's a franchise record for the Orlando Magic. And we got them on Wednesday. Is it going to be in Amway? Let me double check real quick. Yeah, it's at Amway. Shit. So we go up to Central Florida to play the Magic at Amway. And I don't know. I think the Battle of Florida thing is going to be crazy. They're 16-9, just so you know. 16-9. They actually played fewer games than we did, I think. If my math is correct. Yeah, they played fewer games than what we played, I think. But either way, there you go. That's going to do it for this recap. Florida Panthers going to come out tomorrow. No, I'm displeased with that performance. I am flat out tired too. So anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, and definitely not the game. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. Good night, everybody.